Osmo Pocket 3 versus the Insta360 X4. What's the best use case for both of them? Which one I recommend for what? And what my long-term experience is for both of these little recorders. So let's get to it. First, I got the Osmo Pocket 3 a couple years ago, around 2024. And I started using it for vlogging, weddings, events, and what I liked about it is it had a gimbal in it, and DJI is super good about gimbals, drones, cameras, so the quality of the camera was awesome. It was super useful, it was easy to carry around, and the battery life was really good. One thing I wish is that it had an internal storage, which by the way the new Osmo Pocket 4 and 4P both have an internal storage. And what I love also is the microphones are very easily connectable to the Osmo Pocket 3. So if you have DJI Mic 2, Mic 3, I think Mic Mini, you can very easily connect those microphones with it, and I think you can connect two of them, which I think is awesome. You can record an interview, a podcast, a talking head, and you can also record with a flat color profile, D-Log-M color profile, which also gives you more dynamic range. Now it can track you and you can move it around. It's like a mini camera on a gimbal, which basically that's what it is. It's a mini camera. Anyway, on the other hand, we have the Insta360 X4, and it records everything. It does not have a gimbal, stabilized internally. It has an AI chip in it. It is waterproof, unlike the Osmo Pocket 3. You can't use an ND filter on the Insta360. Unlike the Osmo Pocket 3, you can get a bunch of different filters, black haze, ND, VND, you know, all types of cool creative filters you can get. And you also have the digital cropping that is also cleaned by AI. So there's a lot you can do. Both are good, but you have to ask yourself, what are you trying to shoot that you would use this for? That's going to be an important question. So the Insta360, it has two lenses back and forth, and it'll stitch that together. It also has like a more flat color profile. It's 8-bit color profile, unlike the Osmo Pocket 3 that's 10-bit. And the Insta360 records 8K. It also has a 5.7K, I believe. And they use that. You use that during nighttime. Supposedly it is better. AI is cleaning that up, supposedly. Now the thing with the Insta360 is you shoot and then you reframe after. Unlike the Osmo Pocket 3, you shoot and then you have the shot. But you can also miss stuff if you don't shoot it. Now with the Insta360, you do have tracking, and you can do a bunch of keyframes. There's a separate Insta360 Studio for this that you can download, and basically that's where you treat everything. Then you take everything into another editor to further edit it. So if I were to edit this, which you guys will be seeing, I first bring it into Insta360 Studio, then, and this is going to be a great experience because we're hearing that noise over there. And Insta360, I'm not using any lavalier, but with the Osmo Pocket 3, I am using the DJI Mic 2. And we're gonna see what it's going to sound like, and we're gonna see what the Osmo Pocket 3 sounds with and without the microphone. And we're gonna do that with the Insta360 also. So Insta360, what I like is you can pre-program a button on what you want it to do, and then whenever you're hiking, doing any outdoor stuff, you press that button and then it's ready to roll. You put it on an invisible selfie stick and then you're putting it around, and I will show you examples of a previous hike with that selfie stick. And honestly, I think for hiking and certain type of travel situations, the Insta360 is a better choice. Now, if you're doing talking heads, you're using it in weddings, interviews, I think an Osmo Pocket 3 might be a better choice because it looks a little bit more like a camera, you know, and you know what I mean. You know, it's not like this, and it's not on a big stick. You know, it looks funny when people see you walk around with a stick and a camera on it. But creatively, you can do a lot of different things on either one of them. And that's kind of like the cool thing. So ask yourself, what is it that you're shooting and what look are you aiming for? Because the two are going to give you different types of looks. Now, I want to test what the audio sounds like. So in this one, you're going to be hearing the Osmo Pocket 3 with the microphone. This is the microphone 1 2 1 2. Microphone with the microphone. This is the microphone 1 2 1 2. Microphone. And in this one, you're gonna hear the Osmo Pocket without the microphone. So this is Osmo Pocket 3 without the microphone. And in this one, you're gonna hear the Osmo Pocket without the microphone. So this is Osmo Pocket 3 without the microphone. And now you're gonna be hearing the Insta360's microphone. So here is the Insta360's microphone. Yeah, let me know what you guys think and let me know what you guys would use this for. What kind of content would you shoot with either one of these mini cameras? And now you're gonna be hearing the Insta360's microphone. So here is the Insta360's microphone. Yeah, let me know what you guys think and let me know what you guys would use this for. What kind of content would you shoot with either one of these mini cameras? You know, other question is, are you going to be shooting in low light conditions? How important is low light for you? And if you hit the Insta360's camera, or the lens rather, then at least on this one you can't change it. But the X5, you can actually replace the lenses yourself. You can buy a replacement kit, which I think everybody from that onward kind of adapted. Even DJI's Osmo 360, you can replace it, and now the Avata 360, you can replace the lenses if you broke it on their 360 drone. So I think that's something to know. So, and if you're using, let's say, a shield for your lens, you also might get some glaring and interesting effects, or if you're switching from cold to hot, it might haze up, you know, which is a bit of an inconvenience sometimes. So I use both of these cameras to vlog, and I took the Insta360 for hikes and I took the Osmo Pocket 3 for more city adventures, where we went indoors and in the city and did a lot more talking. So check out these clips and see the difference. Benny, how was your first gugu?
Oh, it was so delicious. I thought it will be sweeter, but it's still good that it wasn't, because you know, it's a good, really good quality chocolate. So I loved it. Yeah.
It was great. I was super surprised by it, and this was my first gugu after living here for more than 10 years. I have the Osmo Pocket 3 kind of track me, so it's constantly looking at my face. And with the Insta360, I actually have to do that in post-production. Put like a square on my face, around my head, and do that first, and then I can export it. So again, like I have been saying it's a shoot now, then edit it, and then export it and edit it in another software. You have to know what situation you want to use it in, what type of shots you want, what feel do you want, how much extra work do you want, because for the Insta360, anything 360, you're gonna have to do some post work before you actually do editing. But that also means you can do a bunch of creative work in it because there's just so much more data and information. Another other thing that you want to think about is audio. What does the audio sound like? How much equipment are you bringing to these shoots? If you're hiking, let's say, when I hiked like a week and a half ago, I actually loved using the Insta360 because it was super easy to use, and I just had it on my invisible selfie stick, and I clicked that button. You can even talk to it, whatever, and you just forget about it, and you don't have to worry about what to shoot, what to point towards. You just put it on your neck like this, or hold it however you want it, and then you got the shot. But with the Osmo Pocket 3, you also have to have that awareness of what you're shooting, what your exposition is. You know, you have to worry about maybe having an ND filter or putting the camera onto full auto and letting it choose the exposition, basically cranking up your shutter speed, which honestly you don't want sometimes, but does it matter? That's a question for you to answer. So yeah, what situation are you shooting and what needs do you have that either one of them or both of them can be an answer? Now, I use both of these for commercial shoots, like I rigged the Insta360 on a motorcycle, I rigged it on a side-by-side, I also rigged the Osmo Pocket on a side-by-side, I rigged the Osmo Pocket on like different places, you know, so there's a lot of benefits for both of them. These are like maybe specialty type of things. Other thing that I say is I prefer an Osmo Pocket 3 over a phone because it just separates the functionalities. You know, the phone, especially the new phones, iPhones, are honestly really good at doing a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that you rely on one thing to be good at, you know. So if somebody wants to level up your video game, the first step I recommend is maybe getting an Osmo Pocket from DJI, because that's definitely a great first step, and especially with the new 4P with the 2 lenses and the internal storage, you just get a lot of cool features and the microphone integration and things like that. So anyway, that was my little comparison and chat about cameras, portable cameras, Insta360 and Osmo Pocket 3. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.